You got a pizza cutter!
What's up, boogies? This is the spring devlog of Pokemon Brick Bronze 2023. If you are a new viewer of this channel, I'll give you a quick rundown. Pokemon Rusted Bronze is a remake of the Roblox game Pokemon Brick Bronze, which was struck down by Nintendo. I am creating this remake in RPG Maker XP using the Pokemon Essentials Toolkit. And along with faithfully recreating things, I'm adding my own flair into the project by adding custom content. There is also differences in the main progression that aim to shake up battles, such as the Groudon and Kyogre fights. Now that I got that out of the way, let's see the big stuff added. The Rosecove Pipe puzzle is fully completed. This has been something very difficult to work as someone who doesn't program, but with new coding knowledge and learning a bit of Ruby, I was able to cook up basic scripts to make this work. The way this class works is by setting up the initial... yeah, no one gives a about the details. This sets up the global variables, this sets up where the pipes go, these move the cursor on what arrow press, these grab and release the pipes, and this determines if the pipe locations are equal to the solution. For the last part, I just did a little yoink on the tile puzzle script. And by smashing the keyboard a couple times, you get this pipe minigame, which functions exactly like the OG Brick Bronze. Yippee. Instead of clicking the valve, you press Z to check if you did it right. If you're wrong, you'll hear a fart, and if you're right, you hear a little jingle. After getting booted out of the minigame, all you have to do is go up to the valve on the overworld, and it will play a water animation, then transfer you to another map with a bridge to cross the gaps. Quinton has the addition of Politoed to shake things up in the battle with its rain, making the other Pokemon much deadlier, especially the ones with the Swift Swim ability. And with that, Rosecove Gym is complete. The Lagoona Trench has got some new stuff. Firstly, the UI of the minigame is blue. I know, huge. The bigger thing is the new fossils you can get. Originally, you couldn't obtain the Gen 5 and 6 fossils, so I made custom sprites for the cover, plume, jaw, and sail fossils. And before someone asks, no, I am not adding those ugly Gen 8 fossils. I also added the fossilized egg, an exclusive thing from Brick Bronze. I wasn't originally going to add it, but I found this code that I was digging, and you know I had to just borrow that for a bit. It functions as it did in the original. 85% chance for a Togepi, a 5% chance for each of the Lake Trio. Here is a layout for Route 9. Keep in mind that Route 9 will not be in the demo, however. This is only just for adding details, a much smoother process. The plan for making maps now is to make layouts for them so that I have a layout for the whole region. This can make the process of map making faster, because normally I would do one map at a time for the main progression, and this is a pretty slow progression. The details with the big tree and other stuff will come later. After beating the third gym and walking through the gate that is supposed to go through Route 9, you will appear at this demo conclusion place. There are things to do here, stuff to keep you occupied for the post-game. There are 3 tough battles that are available to do here. Red is hanging by the trees with his team of Kanto starters and a Light Ball Pikachu. May and Brendan are hanging around the waterfall. You could face their Hoenn team in a double battle. The last one is Wes, hanging by the pillars. He also has a double battle, where you face his Espeon and Umbreon, as well as his Johto starters. In this same area, there's a teleporter that takes you to the Battle Colosseum. It looks like a lab because I want it to be similar to the battle simulation you would see from Gale of Darkness. Battle Colosseum is not an online lobby, but rather a battle frontier that's going to be like the one from Emerald. So far, only the Battle Factory mode is available, where you are able to rent Pokemon and swap with opponents when you defeat them. It's the best mode and the most replayable one, in my opinion. The first round works, but once you reach the corridor and have the option to swap a Pokemon, the game freezes and you can't progress. If anyone knows a solution to this issue, please let me know. Here are some minor changes. The houses in Mythos Town emit light at nighttime, and I plan to implement lights for all of the buildings. In the Essentials Battle Animation Editor, I made an animation for Flame Wheel, since the previous existing one for it was pretty weak. I used the animation effect made by man for the impact hit. And lastly, for 95% of the move animations not covered by Elite Battle DX, I used a plugin that provides animations in that Gen 5 style, Flame Wheel not included. That's about it for this devlog. The summer devlog is not going to have as much major content updates since this is getting closer and closer to the first demo launching. So this is going to be more about improving the smaller stuff now and then releasing a test phase for it. So be wary of that. So yeah, see ya.